In the meantime, the All Progressives Congress has called on Governor Fubara to give peace a chance and submit himself to the Constitution and the rule of law. At a media briefing, the APC National Publicity Secretary Felix Moka faulted the argument of the People's Democratic Party that by Section 109 of the Constitution, the 27 House of Assembly members who defected from the PDP to the APC have forfeited their seats.
It is not the APC that is calling for the impeachment of Governor Fubara. Rather, by his egregious actions, conduct, and infantile comments, Fubara is actively and vehemently precipitating his own impeachment. Governor Fubara's declaration that the Rivers State House of Assembly does not exist is not only reckless, it is a direct affront to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As no such judicial determination has been made, the 27 APC members of the House of Assembly remain the constitutionally recognized and authorized members of the Rivers State House of Assembly.
Let's bring in Anthony Chidi Agbazuere, who's a professor of law at Gregory University, Uturu, and president of the Global Center for Peace and Justice. Good to see you, and thanks for your time. You listening to politicians and coming back to the Constitution, specifically the Section 109, everyone seemed to be giving their own reading to that section of the Constitution. But again, first, let's talk about what has just played out, and now they've been so stopped. In your own reading, speaking legally, where are we in this?
Well, thank you very much for having me. In the first place, as a Nigerian, I feel worried. Our people, those people who are talking, they know the truth. It's either they are ignorant or they know the truth and they've refused to put the truth on the table. It's most unfortunate. When you don't know, you ask questions. And we must not politicize everything. The laws are very clear. Even when some courts make mistakes, the NJC is there to punish and so on. That Section 109, subsection 1G, clearly says that if you were elected under a particular platform, under a particular party, and you leave it while your tenure is still subsisting, that you will lose your seat. But there's a caveat. That caveat is subsection 2 of Section 109 that says it is the Speaker that will give effect to that the moment he gets evidence that this person actually has committed any of the issues raised in subsection 1 of Section 109 from A to G and so on, which G is part of it. That is, if there's evidence that this person has defected. And if you look at the scenario in Rivers State, that's why it bothers some of us. 27 of them left. And the moment 27 of them have left, under the rules of natural justice, which is also our law and the law all over the world, which we present this way, Nemo Judex and Kaswa Swa, you cannot be a judge in your own case. 27 of them having left. It is now the remainder, from the remainder that you pick one of them, pursuant to Section 95 of the Constitution, that says that when the Speaker is not present, Deputy Speaker is not present, amongst the members remaining, they choose one to preside. And so, 27 now off. Whoever will preside that day will not be from the remainder, even if there are two only. And then from that remainder, whoever sat that day was a Speaker. And that person now gave effect to Section 1091G. That is the end. Whoever is saying, no, this has given this, they are either ignorant or they are running away from the truth of the law. That is to say, by the constitutional provision, whoever sat that day as Speaker had given effect to the constitutional provision and has sacked 27 people. They remain sacked. So it is now for the courts to now look at the procedure and see whether it was properly done or not. That is the only way. It's just like impeachment of a governor and so on. It's the court now to look at the procedure and see whether it was followed or not.
So you're talking specifically
Yes.
about the two here, where it specifically says that the Speaker of the House of Assembly shall give effect
Yes.
to subsection 1
Yes.
of the election, of
Yes.
this election.
Yes.
Okay, now that that has been done,
Yes.
Why
It
is
remains until the court, any court says otherwise.
until any court says
Otherwise, yes.
So as it stands, now political parties have been talking, they've been kicking. We
Yes.
just saw Felix Moka of the APC speak there.
That's why- that's-
and he's also a lawyer, but he's given quite a different reading from what
Well,
you just...
if you come to class, if you come to class, any class, even when you see maybe professors or bishops set exams, one person will come first, one will come last. So that one is a lawyer does not mean you will know everything. Even in results, they are graded. Some have first class and so on and so forth. That is one. And two, like I said earlier, is either one is ignorant or the person is running away from the truth because of politics. Nigeria has to grow. Our country has a bad name outside because of corruption. Corruption, if you even give advantage to somebody, it doesn't mean collecting money alone. It's a corrupt practice. These things are not good. They should know. It's very clear from even what I've adumbrated here. So long as they have left this remainder, it is from them you choose a speaker for that day.
So
And that's it.
in other words, what the president did, because I'm sure you're following developments where the president tried to give some form of a political solution to all of this, that doesn't subsist in the face of what the constitutional provision has stated.
No, in the first place, if the president comes in as a father, no matter who is wrong in a family, and the father comes in and says, come, let's make peace. If the parties accept the peace, fine. But if in the course of implementation of that peace accord, some of them also derail, he's run back to the law. So what the president did, I also had some people saying the president was right or wrong, rather. That's very unfortunate. It is even commendable that our president had time to think about bringing peace in his family. It's commendable. And I commend President Tinubu for doing that. And I had thought, for me, that the two parties would have taken advantage of that privilege to maintain peace in Rivers State and save the Rivers people and save the image of Nigeria.
You know, listening to you, Professor Agbazuere, it looks so simple and easy. And one worries because some of the key characters in this are lawyers. The FCT minister is a lawyer. A lot of people across the political divide are lawyers like yourself. In pushing forward to a resolution, even though the court has spoken now, say that, look, your seats are vacant, how do we push ahead with this in a very legal and peaceful manner? Even
within our jurisprudence, we have provision for what we call alternative dispute resolution.
ADR.
ADR, which is part of what Mr. President did. So even as it is now, if the parties agree before the court or any court and say, look, we want to go and make peace, the courts are there. It's even part of our rules. Every rule in Nigeria, or every rule of court. So it's even easier for the courts. They like it. Sometimes the courts will even say, after that your peace accord, sign it and bring it. Let us adopt it. That's our judgment. It happens. So they should give the Rivers people peace. And I was also surprised. Some people were saying, why did the governor go to visit, go to the premises? I don't even know that man. I don't even know Wike. Ironically, two of them don't know me. But I think Nigeria should be placed first. Whoever was also saying that was also playing politics. Pursuant to the Land Use Act, every land is owned by the governor. You should know that. Number two, being chief executive of his state, even the speaker can visit anywhere. So they should go and sort themselves out and of course, allow the truth to stand. And let me also say this, it's important I say it.
Then, quickly, Chair.
You see, look, the stratagem of 27 of them living at the same time is what they are suffering. They didn't calculate well. They are suffering it. And it will harm them. If our judiciary wants to stand on the truth, which I know as they move on, Supreme Court won't allow this kind of nonsense. No. They made a mistake. Since they were on a different side, they wanted to do something. 27 of them shouldn't have left at the same time. It was a wrong stratagem. And they are suffering it.
And this is where we say thank you for being such nice company, making this look so easy and clear. Professor Anthony Chidi Agbazuere, Professor of Law at Gregory University.